Why do people do that? That was terrible. Okay, let's go to the gym. Peeps, what's the deal? Been a while, so not really a vlog, and I'm going to call it a vlog. Basically me just talking a bit of training. Been doing a lot of thinking on training these days, and as of last night I had a webinar with a few friends of mine with Wesley Smith, who is the proprietor, creator, head trainer at Juggernaut Training Systems, and he was touching on some very interesting subjects, but the main thing I took away from it, which is something I've been talking to other lifters about recently, but to put it in a complicated way, he called it phase potentiation. So basically that means, how do you fulfill the potential of each phase of training? So he was talking a lot about what's specific to powerlifting as a sport, and people need to start thinking of it as a sport as opposed to just lifting and doing random stuff. So he basically said, imagine you're in your off season, so you're nowhere near a competition, and you're basically looking to, what can I do in my off season? I'm so far away from a competition, what can I do to make myself a better powerlifter? And he basically talked about doing more GPP work, which is like general physical preparedness work, and basically taking 2 steps back from your sport, or taking a step back from your sport to go 2 steps ahead in your sport. So the main point he touched on, use your off season to do more general stuff, building muscle, improving body composition if you're quite heavy, just improving your weaknesses, bringing up weaknesses and basically building your base in order for your more specific work later on in the training cycle to have more effect. So recapping that, so basically in your off season, more GPP work, build a base. As you get closer to competition, it's very logical, but as you get closer to competition, you obviously do more of your sport. So he broke it down like this, because I asked him about what's an exact breakdown of main movement work and assistance work. And he said, say you're on a 12-week program. Say the first 3 weeks of that program, you're doing 1/4 main movement specific stuff, 3/4 general accessory work, bodybuilding work and stuff like that. Then obviously that goes up and gets more and more specific as you go on. So the next 3-week cycle will be like 2/3 specific stuff, 1/3 general. Then it will be 3/4 specific stuff, 1/4 general. And then as you're a week or two out from competition, you're nearly doing nothing but the competition lifts, and that's it. And then you deload before your competition, you go and do your competition. So it's interesting to think, because generally powerlifters think it's all just doing doubles and triples and pause reps and everything has to be specific all the time. But really what will help you in the long run when you have the time, when you're not near a competition, is to build your base, build yourself in general, make yourself a better athlete, and then that will bring you farther forward as a powerlifter. As regards to the vlog, guys, enjoy some footage. What's the deal? Just back in from the gym there and just sort of continuing on and reflecting on the session. You may have seen in the squat session there that I did 13 working sets of squats and 3 or 4 warm-up sets. Now that's a huge amount of volume, and I feel fresh as a daisy. And to sort of continue on what Wesley Smith was talking about building a base, I didn't go heavy for like 8 weeks before I started training like this, you know. The first 8 weeks of this program were so light, high volume, high reps, a lot of sets, and perfecting technique. And it's coming to the fore now where I actually really see how effective that is. And it pisses me off. I get a bit annoyed when I see people program hopping and not really understanding what they're doing, or jumping into something like a Westside program or a Small-Off when they're clearly not qualified to do it. You really have to earn the right to do programs like that. You really have to build your base properly. It's like, the analogy I could make is, imagine I have a 1.4 engine car, right? I just bought a 1.4 engine Civic, and imagine I jumped straight on Westside. I started doing 1 rep maxes, conjugate, but not really understanding what I'm doing. That's like the equivalent of buying a new car and putting alloys, spoilers, and a subwoofer in it, right? I'm just redlining the car. And fact is, new wheels that aren't stock to the vehicle, they wear down quicker. The same comparison can be made to jumping on a program like Westside or Small-Off that you're not qualified for. You wear down quicker, and really you're not actually building, you're not making the car better. And if you go to some program like the Juggernaut method, say, 16-week program including deloads, first period will have you very, very lightweight, working on your technique, building up your ability to handle high volume. And the analogy to be made to the car, that's like having a 1.4 and then just dropping a 2 litre engine in it. You know what I mean? You're actually building a bigger engine, so you have more capacity to work with. And that's what's just been made so clear to me today, you know. 13 sets of squats would have destroyed me 8 weeks ago, you know. I was doing 5 sets of 10 with 110 kilos. Today I did 7 sets of 3 with 150, and it didn't faze me once. I did several sets of pull squats and several sets of Olympic back squats, high reps, you know, and it didn't faze me. And it's all down to just building your GPP ability, building your capacity to do more work. When you have more capacity to do more work, you basically, the sky's the limit, you know. So that's a little nugget of information to take about, guys. Don't jump on programs that you're not qualified for and that you don't really understand, and just work on the basics, building your technique and building your body's capacity in terms of lifting weights. But that's the vlog, guys. Not too interesting, just a bit of nerding out and training. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.